The highest point between the Appalachians in Ohio and the Rocky Mountains in Colorado. The eastern part of the county, the way we're going to go, has got not mountains, but it's got some pretty good hills. Once you get to the western part of the county, it's flat as a pancake. It's was a river. Back in the Ice Age, a big, I can't fathom how big, iceberg came down through here and wiped all this out. And that was a river at one time.
Be our castle.
Castle. Get ready. Look to your left. Let's see if we can. Baseball diamonds, soccer, that is the hub of this community. But what I like about this community, it's what's called a dry town.
Dry town.
Dry town. You cannot buy alcohol in West Liberty. The first, very, very first concrete street in America is right here. We'll have, you are now on it. Look how rough the concrete is. We'll walk back there and first and get a concrete street in America. As you can tell, you don't go fast.
Sorry? They made?
They made that by taking trees like that, hand chopping them down, and then taking the bark off, making them square, and then making a cabin out of it. And 20 years old.
It's got
let's see if they're a Mennonite is like like I said, this little town in front of us is called Zanesfield. Now where we live, Bellefontaine, when we get to the middle of town and turn right, it's only about 5 miles. Around for a little while. They do them on what's called trail rides. All of these horses right here at this red barn, all of these horses are so trained that once you get on them, you just sit on them, and then they will take you on a trail. And they were, when the railroad quit coming through town, they were going to tear that down. They have about 10 or 12 people that come in. They melt the chocolate, stir it, they put it in the mold.
here inside, here. Here, yeah.
In here, and then there's a big building out back.
والله ما شاء الله عليه الرجل ده.
We'll make it quick. Come on. This gentleman is visiting, came all the way from Switzerland. We're making a tour of the county. We're working our way back to Bellefontaine. He's here to visit his sister. You find something for your sister. She just had major surgery. Come on.
Okay.
Come on.
What would you like? So we have our showcase back
It's a
here.
chocolate factory in here. Find something for your sister or the kids. Look at these little.
Wow.
Oh, look at him.
Around the other side, probably.
That way?
Yes.
Oh, let's see if they're. A Mennonite is like a.
Sorry.
Now here's the other thing you have to do. You have to autograph your. Somewhere down there, write your name.
Do you get to take it to the cowards?
No, we're kind of limited on time.
Yeah.
But I told him about the caverns. We're going to head back.
And what about you?
And that's a small dip. Look at that.
Yep.
You're going to sit down. Look at that. You're going to sit down to supper tonight and say, you know, I don't think I'm real hungry.
This is small, huh?
One dip, which one, Philip?
Route 10 Park. The lady that left the money for the hospital owned all of this land. All this area up here. Let's see if it's open. I will, just to show you in case. My wife and I and Katie, every now and then, when the snow is on the ground, you can't believe the kids that have their sleds
Here.
sliding down these hills and hearing them laugh and grin and play. If you want to get a little exercise and you have a couple minutes of your own time,
Yes.
there's a little pond here. You could turn here. This was an elementary school when I grew up. Part of it is now leased out to various clubs, and it's also a small church. But where do you see how big this cemetery is? Where do you show that to the kids? Now, see, Mama's looking back over her shoulder. She wants to know, where did that other baby deer go?